Alright, hello guys. It's Tyler from Northern Chickens. I'm gonna make a video, help some people, take care of chickens. All my chickens are freaking out right now. I'm out here by the silky coop right now. I opened up the door, letting them get in some kind of spring weather, but the video is kind of to help keep your chickens laying year round. I live in Maine, and we have a good amount of snow on the ground. Chickens don't generally like to go out in the snow unless there's a little path for them to be able to walk on, like the ones over here are doing. So the silky coop is basically a coop that they're inside most of the time, unless it's a nice day out and I let them come out. Man, the birds are freaking out. But, so, to keep them happy in general, there's a few things that you can do to always provide for them. That means going out there every day, maybe 2 times a day. I go out to my coops 2 times a day. I go out in the morning, and I give them scratch and corn. I check their food, I shake it around, make sure the food is going down to the bottom of the feeder. I make sure their waters are either not frozen clean, or I need to refill them. And then, so, yeah, in the morning they get their scratch and their whole corn, and then at night I give them whole corn and some bread. So I feel like that a little bit, they don't get it all the time, it's a treat kind of thing for in the morning and at night, but it is a really good source of, the food that, they're kind of missing out on in the summer. So in the summer, they have free range for the most part, unless I'm not home for a good amount of time and I want to put them in the pen over here that I have made. It's a good amount of space for all my birds. Not all my birds, but this coop. The other coop has their own pen. But, so in the summer, they're free ranging all around. They're getting good vegetables, and they're getting vegetables, meaning they're probably getting into my garden and eating that kind of stuff. Or they're foraging on the grass. They're getting all these greens and insects, all these good things. So what you can do in the winter to provide that to them is if you have, you should do this kind of all year round. If you have scraps in your house and you don't want them anymore, I have a salad in my fridge right now that I definitely am going to come bring out to them later on and feed to them, because that's a really good veggie, that's a really good green that they don't get in the winter because everything, is frozen. That helps with their diet. You should generally always have a source of calcium if it's either mixed into the food or you have a set of like a dish of cracked oyster shells. Grit is also a good one. I need to install a 2-dish thing onto the wall that I have for grit and oyster shell to make more available for both flocks. But the peafowl are coming out. Let me show you a little bit. In the sun, they look so pretty. Their colors are really coming in really well. That one in front, I'm pretty sure is the male, and the one behind them is the female. Alright, hey guys. So, basically I just cleaned my waters, and I'm gonna start filling them up. I clean them in really hot water, so I kind of kill anything that's really living in there or anything like that. I'm just cleans it easier too. And so now I'm just going to fill them up with cold water, because if you fill it up with really warm water, it's going to freeze faster outside. So I'm going to start filling it up, and I'm going to put my bottle of salt water right in there. Fill up all of these. One thing with having the free water is I can't carry them all when I'm filling them all up and bringing them outside. I have to carry 2 at a time and then come back to the one or something like that.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Alright, so we're going out to the chicken coop with the water and a nice big bag of lettuce for the chickens. So let's see how they like it. I hear a rooster somewhere. Okay. Got my water, got the lettuce. Didn't know you were up there. Right, so got a nice big bag of green lettuce. Let's see how they like it. I'm not gonna give this all to them right now just because they might not eat it all right now, and I can save this, keep it in my fridge for another time. This is another thing I have going on in here. It's on the inside if you can't even tell. It's a little like snack box. It's supposed to make it so they eat it a little slower or whatever, but I've never actually given them one of these, so they probably have no idea what it is.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Some oyster shells and oyster shells right here.
Audio Jungle.
Grip.
Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
The birds are outside enjoying the weather because the oil guy has to come and fill up the tank, and the tank is behind the coop, and it's easier if they're just not in the coop. So here we go, some birds out here. The peafowl were having fun earlier, and we're running around that little shrub over there. They were chasing each other. There's still a little bit of snow in their pen, so they aren't too pleased, but it's a pretty good day out. And they were out here before, but I think the guy's gonna come pretty soon, and I don't want them to be overwhelmed with chickens everywhere. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys some things that I did in the coop. Not much has changed. Just a few things that I think might help the egg production. I turned off their heat lamp because no one's in here right now. So basically to start, I added another nest box in here, and I hope that'll just help because I have about 8 hens. They aren't all laying. I've already collected the eggs from today, but I hope that'll help give them more spots to lay. I added this one. I screwed it in so it's nice and sturdy in there. I put some bricks around it because it was a little raised up just so nothing can really get underneath it. And yeah, so bunch of hay in there. I've got one egg in there actually. So they seem to like it. And this one I added in because it seems like they have liked it so far. I think might have had it in the last video, but it was a little wobbly before, so I just put these bricks around it to kind of make it a little sturdy in case they hop in it. And I've gotten some eggs in there too, but their favorite, and where the broody one generally hangs out, she wasn't too happy to come out, but I didn't want to leave her out from everyone. And I don't need to be broody right now. It's February. It's not really necessary. But yeah, so that's her favorite nest, and that's just a little old wooden crate. So another thing, one of the waters is out with them, same with the food dish. But another thing I added is this little dish. Got it for like $5 at a local feed store. Then I got them some grit and oyster shells. So it's separated. They can have it if they want. I haven't really seen them peck at it or anything. I might not be really sure what it is. But yeah, so I'm glad that I have that for them to offer. And I have this little treat in here. I give both of these and that to each flock, but haven't noticed either of them really do anything with it. So I might even put them out for the wild birds, but we'll see how they like it. So yeah, that's about it. I still have the Christmas tree pieces, just because they like it for a little hiding. And the light is on a timer. I'm not sure if that was in the last video, but that's been really useful. I have it on a set timer now, and it goes off every it's on for like about 12 hours or so, and it shuts off. So yeah, it's pretty nice. Another thing that I made I wanted to show you guys is the brooder that I'm going to be using for the chicks when they hatch out of the incubator. I'm about a week away from putting them on lockdown, or about a week away from hatching, I guess. And so I wanted to have a good size brooder. So bring it out here so you can see it a little better. But it's basically just regular Starlight tub, storage bin. It was really simple to make. The only money I spent on it was the storage bin, because I had leftover chicken wire, I had some zip ties, and that's all I really needed. So I just cut the chicken wire to fit, and I cut one of these. I cut just like I didn't really even measure that. I just had a box cutter, and I cut right through that pretty easily. I put some tape around the edges just so it's not really sharp. Not even, they're not going to be touching that or anything, but I still don't want it to be sharp. It makes it look a little nicer too. And then it pops off just like that. Zip ties are all secure. That's good. And I think this will hold a good amount of chicks. Before I was holding them in an old rabbit cage. And eventually they're going to go in that dog kennel out there. In this silky coop. But to start them off for the first week or so, I want to have them inside so I can watch them. Make sure they're healthy and everything. So yeah. I got a little chick feeder. I made a video of me going into the store. And so that's going to be really nice. I haven't had one of these in a while. Generally use the gravity feeders. And this is where I'm keeping the grit. This is a little bit of vitamins and electrolytes for the chicks when they hatch. I'm going to put some in the Big Bird's waters though. I'm going to get more of this, but the feed store didn't have much at the time. And underneath that is the oyster shells. Let's see.